Campers! I am in the Wicklow Mountains. Got a nice view. Yep. Yes, sir. It's windy, and I'm just gonna give the plan for the day or the couple of days before I head off, in case it gets windier the higher I get, which is usually the case. So the Wicklow Mountains, and I'm doing 3 hikes over 2 days. Gravale I'm just doing now. Gravale, I'm going to pronounce it. Once I've that done, I'm going to drive to the next spot, and I'm going to do Djouce Mountain. That'll be 2 done on my 100 highest list. Then I'm going to camp tonight, and I've decided to book into a campsite because I'll explain later, but I'm booked into a campsite tonight, so I'm camping, and tomorrow I'm doing a 3rd off my 100 highest list, which will be Kaedeen. As I leave behind Kaedeen, all in the Wicklow Mountains. Weather's supposed to be good, a little bit windy start to the day, that's forecast, but it's supposed to be nice and clear. So fingers crossed, it's a great old hike. As always, this car park that I'm standing in right now will be in the description. The route that I'm creating today will be in the description. If my route goes langers, like sometimes it does, I might just put in somebody else's route that you can follow if you so desire. And I will do that for each hike and each car park over the next 2 days. I'll put a link into where the campsite is. It's called Wicklow Way Camping. Very nice guy Seamus. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to crack on with this hike. Let's do it. See, the realities of this hiking thing, like, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, you know. Just a little peek behind the curtain, like. So I left my car about 30 minutes ago, and after 10 minutes of walking, it's very, very cold because it's March and it's very windy. Again, that was forecast, I'm fine, that's going to die down later on. But after 10 minutes of walking, I stopped to take my bag off, put on my jacket, windbreaker, put on the gloves, because it was getting a bit chilly. That's grand. Then I walked for 20 minutes. And this is my least favourite terrain, right? This is my least favourite underfooting stuff here, all this thick heather. And it seems to be just these now this was never bogland, like as in peat bog, farmed peat bog, whatever way you describe it. But there's all these like dips, these little rolling dips here, like up and down, up and down, up and down the whole way. My least favourite terrain to walk in, because the heather is so thick, and it just happened. Ah! You can't see what's under the heather, and it's very, very thick, and it's very hard to walk through. It's not like walking in long grass that you just glide through. It's horrible shit. And then the other thing is, when I stopped to put on the jacket, I have 2 bad knees, fam, and I also now have a bad hip. So I have my hiking poles, I have my knee supports, and when I stopped to put on the jacket, I put the hiking poles down, carried on for 20 minutes, and have just realised I left the hiking poles back there on the ground. Now I'm not going to walk back to 20 minutes to try to find them, to then walk the 20 minutes back to here. That's 40 minutes out of my day. I'm just going to hope I get them on the way back when I'm done. There we go. You can maybe see it there now. You can see that it's a crack coming the whole way up. And if you're not walking with the wits about you, go straight across there, down that hole. Best of luck to you. Could break a leg, twist an ankle. I get like one of the lightest injuries you're going to get is a little sprain. But that's your whole day ruined. That's your whole weekend ruined. And trying to walk an hour back to the car with a sprained ankle. I'd be taking 2 Nurofen and I'd be leaning hard on my hiking poles. Which I don't have anymore because I lost them. The joys of hiking. But look, it's a bit of experience, just it's getting a little bit more visible there now. You can see where the crevasse thing is down there, and it comes up there. So still very windy, but you can see Gravale easily now. Look, you can just see up the middle of it there, there's a path leading to the top. Carrickmore Mountain goes on up that way. The misty mist is starting to clear around the place. The view is starting to get a little bit better. It's still bitter cold, but it's getting a little bit enjoyable now that I can see the last leg of it. How are you, lad? You meet the nicest people hill walking. Just spent a nice 20 minutes chatting to Michael there, sharing a few hill walking stories. He's going to have a look out for my poles on his way back down. Lovely man, very knowledgeable about all his, named out every bloody hill you can see and every route and everything. Really nice guy. I was calling that mountain Djouce, the one I'm going to next, but he called it Djouce, so that's it. I'm at the top of Gravale, by the way. I'm just crouching down here so that the wind doesn't affect the microphone. I'm going to stand up then and just do a little view, and then that's going to be it. So where is, I can't remember where, Gravale, if I'm even saying that correctly. I should have asked old Michael there, shouldn't I? So there it is on the list. That's on the mountainviews.ie, and I have the Irish Peaks book from Mountain Views, and that's where I take my 100 highest list from. I'll put a link in the description to the list, and the height is on the screen as well. So that's where the height and where it is on the 100 highest list. So that's another ticked off my list, my 100 highest list. Oi! Right, let's have a look at the view. Here is the cairn at the top of Gravale, and let's climb up it. Right, have a look at the view. The beautiful Wicklow Hills, lads. There's a tower on the top of that one over there. I don't know if it can be seen. Usually one of those radio television. That's that way. I can't spin around properly because I'll fall. Beautiful. Beautiful Wicklow Mountains. There's a smell of Larry Murphy off the place though. Very isolated on the drive up here. You could definitely see how the general wanted to hide all his feckin' money up here, didn't he? Think of the gold later on. So that's it, that's that one done. I'm gonna go to the JB Malone car park. I'm gonna pass the PS I Love You bridge on the way, and I'm going to go up Djouce. Boom. So one of the standard things I do with these hikes is comment on what I thought of that and give it a beginner friendly rating. Nah, hated it actually, didn't like it at all. Sure, the view was grand, but you can get this view just by driving through the Wicklow Mountains. This heather is disgusting, and I'm walking back through it now, and it's up and down and up and down. It's fucking horrible. Pardon my French there. So here, look, we have to go down into this now, look. Ugh. So go down there and back up there, and it's like waves. Is it beginner friendly? Yes and no. Like, why would you be doing it? That'd be my question. Now the guy Michael I met at the top, he's out here regularly doing circuits of the place. So top tip from Michael. So the car park I parked at, there's a link in the description. I was saying that that's on the old military road. Michael said there's a walk up from the Sally Gap, which isn't far from where I parked. And the Sally Gap, he said there's a path or like a trail type thing. He said you avoid a lot of the bog and you avoid a lot of the heather. I wasn't aware of that. I didn't come across that in my research. Oh, I just tried to find the most decent parking spot in proximity to the top of this. So if you're thinking of doing it, maybe from the Sally Gap is the better option. I can't comment on it. All I will say is I can safely say I will never stand on top of that hill again. Whoa! Am I recording? Yup! So I'm in the JB Malone car park. Where does my hike start? The hike I'm doing is Djouce. And I need to throw on my fleecey fleece. I'm gonna get knocked down. Does it start here? Yup, bro. One busy spot, lad. She is one busy spot, lad. Uh oh, we got ourselves a Mexican standoff here. Come on, he's saying. There's Loch Tay below, aka Guinness Lake, to get them tourist bucks, won't we? Now this terrain is so much different to the last gaff because it's well worn. Look at this view all around, boy. fierce busy spot. But you know, I'm at the JB Malone car park there. I think I said that. Man, this is definitely one of those, you're getting some bang for your buck up here, lad. You are getting some bang for your buck. Alright, let's have a look around. Look, that is at the reservoir, Turlock Hill. Right, we're at the top of Djouce. The Djouce is louse. So on the screen there is the height of it and where it is on my 100 highest list. Wow. Holy mudra. A beginner hike. Would this be a beginner hike? Which is one of the things I like to say. Bro, if you could access this hike handy, like it was a 3-hour drive for me from the beautiful Rebel County, but if you can get here handy and you've never done a hike before, it's hard because it's uphill, so it's not going to be easy in that regard. But in terms of navigating or getting lost or finding your way, look at this. This is a man-made path, and the only time you're not on this man-made path is when you're on railway sleepers up over the head or on the bog. Holy moly, what I could have done with that on that Gravale hike. Did I mention I really didn't like it? Look at the coast, like you have the coast right there, man. Is that Greystones? Which is first? So if you leave Dublin heading south, do you hit Bray first and then Greystones? Like the fact that I can see the coast and the whole of the Wicklow Mountains there. Chef's kiss, bro. Mwah. So as a beginner, dude, do it in the nip. Do it barefoot, do it in the dark, do it at night time, fucking in the, pardon my language, sorry, that one slipped out. Yeah, just take off all your clothes and do it in the nicky new. That's what I recommend anyway, for a beginner hike. So easy, so handy, so rewarding. It'll be an amazing sunrise hike, because the sun. Oh yes, tired legs, tired bones. We'll do the old Bear Grylls thing there now, lad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. An hour and a half of sun. Maybe. The sun is setting just behind the hill there. Have a look at this campsite. What do I do with this 360 thing? I'm still getting used to this 360 camera. If I hold it right up in the air and do like a little look around the whole place. What a lovely little spot, isn't it? What a cool little place. I'm the only one here. I was chatting to the lovely Mary and Seamus. Very quick back on the email, great communication, very easy going. They just said pick a spot, any spot. It reminds you of the Shire up here, look at it with all the little mounds and stuff. So they have 10 pitches here. This is the camper's kitchen is here. Look at that, lads. Imagine now in the summer. She said light a fire away there, fire pit here. They have bags of blocks if you want to buy a bag of blocks. She said light a fire if you want. Camper's kitchen, cooker, fridge, the whole lot. Over there is a shower block, toilets, benches, seating area. Look at that though. I would love this in the summer. And there's my little tentine. It is, feck it, I'm such an idiot. Why didn't I have the entrance here? Like, you know, I was in such a hurry to get it up. You know, story of my life. Hey yo. Let's have a little look. So it's a Lux Mega Horn is what it's called. And the carpet is detachable. The ground sheet is detachable. I don't have it all fully stuck in yet, but there's enough room in there for me to stand up, and I'm 6 foot of the tallness. And anyone who's a bit, do you know what I figured out actually? It's like they call it a bathtub floor. They call it a bathtub floor, and I actually have it upside down, but I can't be arsed fixing it. So you see in the corner there, it's a bit langers. It's only because it's upside down. Now of course there's this Pac-Man walk up. There's a section cut out of it there. And this section is cut out because that's for your stove. You see here, your stove chimney goes out the top there and that ties back. So it's a stove tent, or a hot tent as they're called. I have used it as a hot tent. Now you've that blank space. You've got that blank space, baby. And I'll write, oh, I don't know. So there's what's it called? Oh my god. There's a fire heat proof thing that sticks on there, and that's for the chimney flue to go up. I was on the shutter and jam. I was on the hydro dam on the day that Jack McCann, he got the better of his stammer in a week. He fell from the shutter and jam, and that poor old stuttering man, he was never ever more inclined to speak. And no more like Robin Hood will he roam through Crickle Woods, or dance around the pubs of Camden Town. Oh, let no one complain, sure no paddy dies in vain when you're building up and tearing England down. Hey! And they say camping is rough, innit? Look at this, like. Ooh.
The day I got sick.
I got the Sopranos here on the iPad.
It's good to be in something from the ground floor.
I got me camping set up over here with the nice cushy pillows.
Lately I'm getting the feeling.
Don't have an adult beverage yet. That's on the way.
The best is over.
And that's about it. Beautiful comfy tent. Beautiful cozy. Cozy. So we're just going to settle in, watch a bit of this, and enjoy my night.
Hey, what do we got?
So we do the... Up the wolves. Right, so I've started Kaedeen Mountain. A nice view back that way. Those trees are blocking that view now. Ain't it really nice? Oh man, legs are tired. So I'll have a link in the description of where I parked for Kaedeen. There'll also be a link in the description for my route that I'm creating. I'm gonna do this walk in a loop. See how we go. My app is suggesting the whole walk's about 2.5 hours, but I'm feeling tired, so might take a little bit more for me. Working on the fitness, bro. So that's the crack. Had a lovely night last night. Wicklow Way Camping. Definitely recommend the place. Spotless. Had the place to myself. Relaxed. Played my guitar. Had a few beverages. Watched The Sopranos. Like, It was blissful, wasn't it? Well, here we are. Lovely stuff. There's a dude over the other side of the wall there fishing. I think that's a fishing rod. Phew. How we doing? Oh, smashing there. Lovely. Well, that rounds off a couple of brilliant days in the Wicklow Mountains. 3 class hikes. Beautiful. I think the Djouce hike I did yesterday might make it into my top 3 of all time Irish hikes. It was amazing, it really was. I put Errigal, yesterday's Djouce, and I always loved Torque Mountain, so maybe the Galties as well. I love the Galties. I don't know, I haven't put any thought into that till just now. But that hike up Djouce was something else. Right, I'm not going to turn this back on at all, I'd say, so I'm just going to sign out. The Outdoors Kid, Facebook, Instagram, Tickety Talk. Who cares? I don't care.